So, you live in Wellington and you've got a dog. You're probably looking for ways to make your life together the best it can be, and that's where we come in. Today, we're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the right dog trainer for you and your best friend.
But first, let's just think for a second about the why. Why is training so important here? Well, it's not just about getting your dog to sit or stay. It's really about opening up a whole world of possibilities for both of you to enjoy everything our town has to offer.
I mean, picture it. A nice, calm walk through Wellington Community Park, maybe grabbing a coffee and sitting outside on Cleveland Avenue without any drama. These are those simple, amazing moments that good training makes happen. It turns your dog into a fantastic neighbor and a welcome part of the community.
Okay, so before you start Googling trainers, let's build a solid foundation. It really helps to get a handle on the different training methods and the types of programs you're going to come across.
This quote really nails the whole point of modern dog training, doesn't it? The goal is to use methods that are not only kind but actually work long-term, helping your dog feel confident and happy living here in Larimer County.
So, what's the approach that most pros recommend? It's called positive reinforcement. And all that means is you focus on rewarding the good stuff, the behaviors you want to see more of. It's powerful because it does way more than just teach commands. It actually builds a stronger, more trusting bond between you two.
You'll also have to decide on the format that works for you. On one hand, you've got group classes. These are awesome for socializing your dog, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Plus, you get to practice with real-world distractions. On the other hand, private lessons give you that one-on-one attention, which is perfect for tackling specific issues, maybe things that only happen at home. It really just comes down to your dog's personality and your specific goals.
And of course, there are programs for every stage of your dog's life. Puppy training is all about getting them started on the right paw with socialization and basic skills. Basic obedience is great for those everyday manners, sit, stay, and walking nicely on a leash. And then there's behavior modification, which is more specialized help for tougher things like fear or anxiety.
So now you've got the basics down. The big question is, how do you actually pick the right person? Let's go through a simple process for checking out a potential trainer.
Here's something you should know. Colorado doesn't have a state license for dog trainers. That's why professional certifications are so important. They show that a trainer has put in the work, studied hard, and passed some pretty tough exams. Look for these kinds of letters after their name, like CPDTKA, which means they're a certified professional dog trainer. It's a really good sign.
When you start talking to trainers, you want to be prepared. This list right here, this is your cheat sheet. Asking these 5 questions will tell you pretty much everything you need to know about their style, their background, and how they run their business. And pay special attention to that last one about the vet. It's absolutely crucial if you're dealing with bigger behavior challenges.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the money and the rules. We'll look at what training typically costs here in Wellington and some local ordinances every dog owner needs to know. Just to give you a quick ballpark number, a single one-on-one private lesson around here is generally going to be somewhere in this range. It's a good number to keep in your head as we look at the bigger picture.
And here's a more detailed breakdown. You can see that group classes are a pretty affordable starting point. Then you have things like board and train programs, which are a much bigger financial investment. Of course, these prices will shift depending on the trainer's experience and what exactly is included.
Now for the rules. This one is super important to remember. In Wellington, your dog has to be on a leash that's no longer than 6 feet whenever you're in a public space, unless it's an area specifically marked as off-leash. This is exactly why practicing that loose leash walking is such a valuable skill around here.
And besides the leash law, there are a few other things to keep on your radar. A current rabies vaccination isn't just a good idea, it's required. Also keep in mind that excessive barking can be considered a noise nuisance. And while there's no state license for trainers, you should check that they have a proper town business license to operate here.
Okay, so you've picked your trainer and you're learning all this new stuff. Now for the fun part. Where can you actually go to practice these new skills? Let's check out a few great local options.
Each of these spots offers something a little different. The Wellington Dog Park is fantastic for practicing things like recall in a safe fenced-in space. The Poudre Rummer Trail is perfect for working on those leash manners with real-life distractions like bikes and other people. And Coventry Open Space gives you a beautiful, more relaxed setting for a nice focused walk.
So you've got a roadmap. You know what to look for, what to ask, and where to go. The only question left is, with your confident and well-behaved pup, what new adventures are you two going to tackle first? Because that's what this is all about in the end, isn't it?
This isn't about having a little robot who follows every command perfectly. It's about building a partnership with a happy, self-assured dog who's ready to be your companion in everything you do.
So seriously, good luck with this process. The time you're putting in now isn't just about fixing a few problem behaviors. You're building a foundation for years and years of happy walks, quiet evenings at home, and the pure joy of being a great team and a wonderful part of our Wellington community.